Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are going to jump into a pick a card reading. This is going to be a great message. It's a message from your inner child. So we're doing a pick a card, a message from your inner child. So we have pile one. I created these little things actually yesterday. My little creative, my inner child, I started just gave a message to me yesterday, and I just started creating and doing things, and I wanted to pass this along to the collective as well, to get in touch with that inner child, that creative side, whatever wants to come up. It could be something creative. It could be something that you did as a child. It could be a memory. It could be a reminder to have fun. It could be to take a break, to laugh, to talk with friends, to find the joy in life. This is about that joy, that nostalgia, that innocence, that playfulness, and that's what we're calling in today. Right now, we need that energy in this world today with so much frustration and hate and anger and pain. We have to balance that out. All of those things, anger, pain, frustration, those are valid feelings, and yes, we need to go through those feelings and understand those feelings. I'm not saying we just bypass them. We cannot bypass them. We do have to look at them, but at the same time, we have to balance that out with joy and love and peace, and seeing both sides of each coin, and then making a choice to live and where you want to. Okay, you get the choice to. I want to live in peace. I want to live in love. I want to live in joy. Or you can live in anger and frustration and disappointment. You can live in that if you want to, because that's your choice. We have free will. We all have free will. So, but we are looking at what that inner child, that childlike innocence that is out there. So we got pile one, pile two, and pile three. We're going to use the inner child oracle. I got some very colorful tarot cards for each pile. These are little messages that I wrote yesterday, and so I'm pretty sure it will connect some way to these cards. Also, the decks underneath this is the African Goddess Rising Oracle. So when I saw I didn't know I actually don't know two of them, so I was just like, what is this? So we will see what messages come out as I'm being a channel for you guys, and what the cards are saying. Okay, so let's get started. Welcome, pile one, to your reading. This is a message from your inner child. Remember, these messages are general, so remember to take what resonates and leave the rest on the table. You can like, comment, share, subscribe, all those great things. So you have this, I have this one that says protect your space. So this is about that inner child wants you to protect your space. And then I don't know. I got this little wavy shape, and I wrote in it, "Still I Rise." It's the Maya Angelou poem. Again, like I said, you have a 3, so this is Empress energy. Okay, so I had to, and this is about grounding. Okay, this card is all about grounding, and you got that "Still I Rise" with the Maya Angelou through Empress energy. If you know this story of this lady, she was actually this African dancer. I actually had to look up the story. I'm going to read it to you really quick. So your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present. Say out loud, "I am here." Trauma, stress, and overwhelm, anxiety, and fear, and discontentment you have from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel ruthless or unsettled, come back to your breath. This lady she performed in 19th century London, but before that she lived in South Africa, and she deserved a better life than what they gave her in London and the way they treated her. I don't know the story, but maybe that has something to do with you in your past, and maybe there's more to your story that people don't know in the way that you're treated. but so it's saying protect your energy. Your inner child wants you to protect yourself. She wants protection. So you might have that inner child that didn't feel protected as a child. And you might have some memories of that. And so, especially with this red and orange, that's really connected to your root and your sacral. And that is that protection, you feeling safe. But your inner child, so you can always go into meditation. You always can do some shadow work to work with your inner child to get them to come out and help them release that and know that what happened in the past, that you can release that and that you are safe. So you have Two of Swords. So this is an interesting Two of Swords. This to me is saying, because Two of Swords is all about directions, but your directions are very curved. They're very intertwined. The directions that you need to go in are very intertwined. So right now, the direction you're going in might be you can do this or you could do that. But the thing is, it's like they are intermixed and you need to do both of them, because whatever this is, even if you go in this, basically, usually the swords are straight. So if you went in that direction, your road would be straight. And this way, but these swords are saying your road is not straight. You will always hit back on that other direction, even though you decided not to deal with that and not be in that. Right now, your inner child is saying, we have to go back and look at some things. We're going to come across some things as we're going through this process. But sooner or later, you get out of that, and you won't be looping into the other one anymore. And your inner child, and it's okay. And still you rise. Go to that Maya Angelou, Still I Rise, please. That's really calling for you to do that. Let's get one more card out of here, and then I want to pull from the inner, and then we have, Princess's Wand. So oh my God, this is definitely childlike energy. This is the most, I would say, the most playful, I would say the most playful page, the Wands one is, because they're like, it's all fire and energy and just having fun. Like, I want to go out and explore the world. This is definitely that explorer energy. Like, I don't know why I was thinking Dora the Explorer. Like Dora Explorer energy, like going out there into that energy. So we're going to get an inner child card right now. So even though the direction you're going in, make sure you're having fun with it. Okay? Some of the things that your inner child wants you to look at, these cards are flipping like crazy. They have, oh my goodness, you have a lot. So, all right. Give me one or two for this deck, please and thank you. For pile one, okay? You have, a love letter to your inner child. So take a moment. I just thought of scrapbooking, but making like a scrapbook page or even a letter, taking a picture of yourself. This would be a good thing to do, and being very playful with it. Taking a picture of yourself, and think back to a memory of that picture, and what you experienced, and how it's, and letting that child know that it's okay, and that you love them, and that you are not in that place anymore, and that they can let that experience go. Or even if maybe that experience was great and you're not in a good place right now, letting your inner child tell you, do you remember when we did this and you loved it so much? So having a picture where you might have gone somewhere and did something and you just loved it, and that inner child showing you that these things are still available to you in your life, even though it might be hard right now. So it's either or, I mean, especially with this Two of Swords, okay? We're going to get another inner child, and then I'm going to pull two more tarot That one was easy. You are the light of the world. Your inner child wants you to know that you carry a very bright light, that you are this wonderful light in the world. Okay? And just all 10 across that. You repeatedly show up in this world as a light to people. Your light shines bright. Keep on shining it. Your inner child wants to shine. Okay? And let me give you some ways your inner child wants to. Okay, we have the Emperor, and we're going to get one more with that Emperor. What is another one that the inner child wants? 9 of Cups. So you have, okay, I'm getting 2 messages with this Emperor. The first one I got automatically was stand in your power. Oh, I'm getting another one too. Dang it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take them all. So the first one is the Emperor, you standing in your power on what you want and getting what you want with this wish fulfillment. And some of you, this Emperor is a person, and your light has attracted an Emperor, and he's going to be your wish fulfillment. That's the message. And your inner child's very happy about this. Another message I'm getting was you were a light in your father's eyes, and he's always wanted you. And maybe you lost him at an early age. I don't know why. Yeah, you lost him at an early age, but know that he wanted you, and that he loved you. I don't know who that message is for. This is not going to be for everyone. That third one with this message with that one. So we have the first message of you being, because we all have masculine and feminine energy, but you stepping into your masculine energy of that Emperor, of choosing what you want and manifesting what you want, your wish fulfillment. Okay. And then that second message of your light has attracted an Emperor, and it's going to be your wish fulfillment. But this last message is just for a few where you were connected strongly. You were a light to your father. He was so happy to have you, and you lost him at an early age, and maybe that is a pain that you carry with you, and it's something that you need to release. Okay. That energy is really strong. I don't know why, but that one came through. But you were like the apple of his eyes, okay? But still you rise. And maybe you struggled a lot after that, and it's been hard in this world without him. So, yeah. Okay. Wow. That was strong. Okay, so we're going to get a really a roast message from your inner child, something that that you will get. It'll be just exactly for you. This is called the Roast Icon Oracle. So this card basically is going to roast you. Oh, it says billionaire. Oh my God, you know what song came in my head? I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. But you're being roasted for billionaire. Why? Okay, let's look and see. Why are y'all being billionaire? Are you hoarding wealth to fuel your king or queen baby dreams? Do not pass go. Do not collect $1 million. Don't even go to jail or pay taxes. Think about doing some good and using your hoard to end world hunger already. So you're being roasted because maybe it's your light. So maybe your light. No, you know what? Maybe. Oh my God! I don't want to say this, but some of you are a performer, some kind of performer, because she was a performer. So some of you guys are some kind of performer, and you do have money, and you're supposed to be helping the world in some way. You're not supposed to. You were supposed to be helping the world in some fashion or form. Okay, that's what you're being roasted about. You're hoarding your resources, and resources don't have to be money or funds. It could be energy. Your energy, your light. Your light can be in words, because I do have Maya Angelou. So you could be a writer. So your words bring power. So your words need to be out into this world. Your words can be very uplifting, very powerful. You could be a singer. You could be a writer. You could be you can actually write song lyrics. You can be a performer and you haven't put out your things that you've been performing. It is that energy. You have a light. Your light is in your voice for your music, or your dancing, or the lyrics you write, or the poetry you write, something you've been holding back that you haven't put it in the world. And your inner child is ready to put it out there right here. It's telling you, yeah, it's tangled up in a whole bunch of stuff, but you need to put it out there. And it might be something to do with writing, because maybe if you wrote to your inner child, maybe it will bring that passion out of you, so where you want to write more and put some stuff together. Okay. All right. Pile 1. Love that reading. It was, I'm glad. I'm glad that message came through. You guys have a wonderful day. Go into the next pile. You can like, share, comment, or subscribe. Bye. Okay. Pile 2. So, you guys, we are doing this message from your inner child. So again, we are focusing on, something that might come out that be this joyful nostalgia. It could be a memory, a creative spark, something that's going to give you a little shake. Okay, so blessings from above and below. Oh my God, I didn't know I put that. It says, oh my God, I got "we're locked in." These are messages I like just was hearing the other day. We're locked in. It says we locked in. It says ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river low enough. As above, so below. Remember, blessings from above and below. Really getting that message. That message is really coming through. Okay, so we have. I'm gonna stick this here. I don't know how to say her, Abal Niba, and it's a harvest. So blessing, which, oh my gosh, it was the blessings from above and below. So maybe even, to me, above means from God Himself, from the heaven, from the upper realms. That's like getting downloads, getting something to help you build, grow, and prosper with. What is that? That's I think that's Star Trek. Something prosper. Oh my gosh, I can't even. What is it? I haven't Star Trek. I love Star Trek. The Next Generation is my favorite. Oh my God! I now I'm gonna have to watch it so I can just hear the part of something and prosper. Okay. So another, and then below to me is like here, like we are living the reflection that we have is down here. So it could be stuff that you're getting from above is going to show up in this, also in this earthly realm that you're walking in. So let's get a message from your inner child. I just said we got 2. We have freedom of expressing yourself. Okay. And then, which is very fitting, it's 2 females, and we are in Pride Month, so this could be the harvest, blessings from, I don't know, we'll just see, we'll keep seeing, I'll see what that message is about. Your inner child wanting to express yourself, maybe you haven't come out yet, or maybe you have, but your inner child loves that you have the freedom to express yourself and who you are. And then we have another one is you're the master of connection. And so you help connect people with one another. Okay. So you're really good at connect. You're You're expressing yourself, which your inner child loves, and you are the master of the connections. The wonderful thing about this reading so far that I'm saying, that I saw in Pile 1 and now I'm seeing in this one, is that I'm not seeing that abandonment moon coming up, that I have not seen wounds come up yet. This is stepping into your power energy, and this is that harvest too, and that is a great thing to see in the collective. I love seeing that, especially with the collective. It's in me. We're all connected in some way. If you're drawn to me, if you're drawn to my readings, you're connected to me in some way, unless you ain't supposed to be. And you are just a cross watcher, because you get those too every once in a while. But that's just life. So let's see what the message is first with this freedom of expressing yourself, why your inner child is liking that and what they want you to know from that. Okay. Message about Pile 2 and freedom to express themselves. Well, we got 1. Okay, we got 3. It says go in the direction you want to. The 3 of Wands. Make that choice. I'm hearing 3s. Well, if you another thing I haven't said, you got 37, 35. So you're big on 3s, because and then you have 43. So my first card was what number was that? It was 3. My first card was a 3. Pile 2 is 43, which is another 3. And then my last card, number 3, is 23. So I have a lot of 3s, a lot of Empress energy. Okay. So, and there was a 3 right there, 3 of Wands. Going in the direction you want to move in. Go where you feel like home. Okay. Dang it. I can't say it anymore with this 4 of Wands. Yes. You can see I have 2 men on here too. Yeah. This is definitely, to do with expressing who you are, and you're not that, and it's not, you're not this straight heterosexual person. You are not, that's not you, and that's okay. Go in the direction that makes you happy. That's what freedom of expressing yourself. And maybe this is the month. This is the time for you to come out and do that, okay? And you're going to have victory with it. If you go into that direction, it's going to make you happy. You will have victory with it, okay? Yes. Okay, 6 of Cups is that nostalgia, is that inner child. Their inner child is saying it's okay. As you can see, this child is with a parent, and maybe you want to tell your parents about it, and maybe specifically your mother, and it's okay to let them know that, okay, Mom, I'm gay, or I'm bisexual, whatever. It's okay to do that. Go and let your, go express who you are. Go in the direction that's going to make you happy. Okay? Do not, freedom to express yourself. You are a master of connection. Regardless of who you are and what you identify as. You still have this wonderful master of connection. You still connect people. People are still connected to you. People are still going to love you. Let's get a message. What's the message for Pile 2? Look at that. Page of Wands. Pile 1 got Page of Wands. So again, it's the and I'm going to say it to you guys because I told this Pile 2. Page of Wands is the most playful page there is. They're fun. They want to go explore. They're the immature ones, and your inner child's like, let's go have fun. Let's go be immature. I don't care how old you are. If you want to go have fun, go have fun. I'm going to tell you, I don't act my age all the time, not at all, especially at work. They're like, oh my gosh, you are so immature, or you're so goofy, or you're so, and so what? I don't care. My inner child loves me to be playful, and I'm going to be playful, okay? Because that's who I am, and I'm okay with that. Um, I don't take a lot of things. I don't take a lot of things seriously. Maybe I should, and I do what I need to, but a lot of times we need to lighten up. Okay, master of connection. Be when you're mastering these connections, be playful with them. Be and put them out there. That's too many. Let's see. What else do you know? Well, your inner child wants to, be playful in your connections in general as well. Okay. You have the devil energy. So I feel like sometimes you in connections. Okay. I'm going to speak from experience with this devil here. So if you are very playful and you do have a light where you connect people, and you're very playful and you do have this childlike being, you will get a lot of attachments, okay, with this devil energy. A lot of people will either get attached to your energy. Some of them will think it's theirs. Some of them will also do some mirroring, and that's okay. And I'm telling you, it will happen with that devil card. One of the best things you can do when this devil shows up is going to be our last card, our last tarot to do with that. Nine of Wands. I'm going to tell you right now, boundaries is one of the best things you can ever do. Put up your boundaries. This is that wounded warrior, but you can see this warrior is not wounded. You are not wounded. You are divinely protected from above and below. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You are divinely protected from above and below from this energy, from this devil energy that shows up in connections with some people. Some people will show up in your connections and they will have this energy where they are not secure with some of their stuff, and they want to make you feel not secure too. And I'm telling you, do not take on that energy. Let that be, and be like, that's not my energy, and and you can know how to release it. You know how to put boundaries up. I'm like, no, I'm good. And you can. And another thing I tell everyone, and I do a lot myself, is I ask somebody why. Well, why? And why will either they will tell you the why, or why will piss them off. Why will either piss them off, or why will they will give you the answer, and then you'll know. And then you can understand them, and then you can be that person who is a master of connections, and get down to their level and understand their situation. And that's having empathy for someone. Saying, okay, they struggle with this. They still, that's one of their wounds. I don't have that wound, but I can see that wound, and they're human, I'm human, and I'm going to, okay, they feel that way. And so I'm just going to walk away, and I'm just going to let it be. But I'm still going to have I'm still putting up these boundaries. I'm still going to have my boundaries up. Okay. All right. My beautiful call two. Let's get your roast. You're getting 2 rose cards. I don't know why, but you needed to get 2 rose cards. So this is something your inner child wants to roast you on, and maybe it's something you need to work on. But you're getting 2. One, oh, you got them. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're an empath. So your inner child's wanting you to know that you are empath. I remember I said you get down on their level and be empathetic with them. Well, it's saying sometimes when you get down to that level and you try to understand people, you're going to take on some of those emotions. So if they're frustrated, you're going to be feeling that frustration. If they're sad, you're going to be feeling that sadness. So make sure you keep those things in check. That's why it's important to work on your boundaries. If you need to know about how to build boundaries and put up boundaries, you can find so many videos on it. I think I have one about boundaries. Maybe I'll do a reading on what's the best way to set your boundaries. That could be a reading. That's actually a good one. Okay. So But so you're going to take on some other people's feelings. So you need to understand what's yours and what's not yours. And when you need to say, ooh, this is not me. Okay, I'm going to let that go. Gosh, trauma bond. So do not bond with people because you have traumas. Okay, trauma bonding. Oh my gosh. I bonded with someone at work over, and it's just as like a friend type of person because of the trauma. But the thing is that I have forgiven and worked on it. They have not. And that was because that was a thing. And when I asked that why it came up, you know, when I told y'all to do it, I do. That's why I do it all the time. I ask people why all the time. And so knowing and be like, oh no, I'm not bonding over this. I do have that wound, but that wound is healing. And that wound, yes, it can come open every once in a while, but I'm not living in that wound. And so understand when bonds are from trauma and when bonds are from what their higher bonds. Okay, they're gifts. You could have trauma bond, and maybe you trauma bond up here. Maybe you trauma bond with other people who also have hidden who they are as well. And maybe that's why you bonded with people. Okay. And so asking, okay, do I really like this person, or am I bonding with them because of some things that I did not want to deal with? Okay. So you need to ask yourself. That's also that devil coming out too, is bonding with people. Maybe people are attracted to your energy because you can understand some of the things they've gone through. But the thing is, you've healed those things. If you worked and healed on those things, it's going to show up different. It's going to show up differently within yourself. But they can still know it, especially if you tell them your story. They can think, oh, I can bond with this person. I've been through the same thing. But at the same time, even though you might have been through the same thing and gone through some things, the difference is if you've done the work, and if you're in my collective, you've done the work, or you're doing the work. It's simple as that. I with confidence, I'm going to say that because I'm attracting people who have done the work or who are actually doing the work. And so you have to see and know that. Okay. All right, guys, that was your message. Get out there and be playful. If you need to come out, come out. If you be that connection and be playful in your connections, and make sure you're also putting boundaries up with situations. Okay. All right, that's what your inner child wanted you to know. You guys can like, share, comment, or subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye. All right, pile 3. Last but not least. Okay, I had a couple of downloads for you guys already. Like when I was getting the cards out and I was shuffling them, I do some shuffling off camera, and then I do a little shuffling on camera, just so the shuffles are really good. And so, the song I was getting Maxwell's song. It's called Silently. Go listen to that. I don't know why that came out. And I'm gonna go listen to it after this too to see what the freak it's all about. It's called Silently. And then you guys have fire and anger equals change. I made this one yet. So, and when I saw that fire and anger, and then all of a sudden I thought of fire and ice. That is actually, fire and ice is actually is Game of Thrones. It's Daenerys is fire, and Jon Snow is ice. So I think that's fire and ice. But that fire and ice, that's one of the books actually. It says, feel your feelings. It's okay to be mad and angry, going through the fire and coming out. I don't know, smiling or smoking. I can't even read my own words. It says smoking, coming out smoking. You guys got Medusa rage. You see why this fire and anger is here? Medusa got this fire and anger, Feel your feelings. Feel them and be like, okay, we feeling this. Medusa, my girl. Medusa is my girl. She has, oh my goodness, she's come through. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Okay, I have an idea. All right, so we are getting a message from your inner child. What's coming up, what they want you to know, what they might want to reveal to you. This could be something creative that needs to come out, a memory that you need to think about, a reminder to do something, to have fun, to enjoy life, to be okay, to rage on, because you do have to anger and rage and feel your feelings. So I'm going to get 2 cards. Everyone's been having usually 2 messages. We got the sun. That's that fire. That is an ultimate fire right there. So, oh my gosh, you are all for just wanting light and happiness in your life and to burn some stuff away. I won't say it. And then we got 3 of stones, which is 3 of pentacles. And you're happy with working with others to do that. You are a team player when it comes to working with others and getting through that. All right. But let's see. What does the inner child oracle want to tell us? Okay. I'm going to put, so this inner child's going to tell us to book some stuff to go with that sun and the 3 of stones. Okay, I see what we're doing. I do not want that many. I just want, can we just have 1, please? 1? Could I have 1? Just 1. Okay. You have integrity is your biggest gift. This is scales balancing. Okay. So I just heard truth. Shining the light on truth. Being very, the sun is just being very truthful and shining the light on things and having integrity. What this 3 of stones, it's basically, to me, this is going to be like in the workplace. Your light, be the sunshine. One of the biggest things you can do in your workplace with especially this 3 of stones, is your biggest gift is integrity. To be fair, to not be part of the drama, the gossip, the stuff. Do not be, I know, I'm going to tell you the truth. It is hard to walk away from it, and you can get caught up in it easily. Let me tell you how easy it is to get caught up in it, and maybe some of the times it makes you mad. Some of the things that happen, that go on, but it's saying do not get caught up in. You keep being the light that you are, because you are a light in some kind of environment where you're working with others. This could be in school, especially if you're in school and a bunch of mean girls. This could be in a workplace. This could be at a friend group. You are that light in the friend group, and not getting caught up. Your biggest thing that you could do is have integrity, showing up as, no, I'm not playing with y'all. No, you guys, it's not right. Let's not do that. Or, hey, let's keep this, that's not fair. And you can show up like that. And it's telling your inner child's telling you to show up as that fun, playful, light energy. Like that's how you need to show up. That's how you can help in any situation. Show up as the sun, as this brightness. Who does not love to sit and absorb nice sun? The sun makes days much happier than cloudy, rainy days do. That's the truth. Everyone tends to be happier. People get out more. People do more. Why do you think the summer months and spring are more productive and people do more? That's why plants bloom during that time, is because of this energy. Okay? That's one thing your inner child is wanting you to do during this time. Another thing that is coming up for you, let's see. I wonder where that feeling, fire and anger. Oh my God. I cannot make this up. Feel your feelings. Do you feel your I did not. I just pulled these cards. I wrote this thing yesterday, actually. And I wrote, feel your feelings. Look at you guys. Feel your feelings. So when things come up, feel your feelings. Don't wear, you see these masks? Take off the mask and feel your feelings. And it's okay to be mad or angry about things. Okay? Let's see what this involves. Let's see. The top is what it is. The top is your energy. And then the bottom is what it involves. So this is your energy. Two of stones. This is somewhere that you go often. The direction you go in. Again, it's somewhere in this place. So it could be, this could be somewhere like at home. This could be at work. This could be somewhere that you go on a daily basis. You got two of pentacles. Somewhere you bring a balance to. So yes, this could definitely be work or home. But the king of sticks, the king of wands. So like I said, the top one is your feelings that you're showing up in, and this is where it's at. It's within this is also with king of wands. So it might be telling you to express these feelings towards this king of wands, to this person. So whoever this person is in your environment, so it could be in your home, your work, your school, wherever, take off the mask of, okay, and express how you're feeling right now, like what's going on with you, and tell them, okay, this is what's going on, this is how I'm feeling. You need to express whatever it is that's coming up to this person. I don't know that you will know who your king of sticks is, your king of wands. Okay, it's definitely someone. It will bring a great release, I think, if you let this king of wands knows what's going on. Everyone's king of wands is going to be different. Okay, so keep your light. There is justice and balance with your light, but at the same time you have to express some of this anger that's going on, and that fire and anger equals change. When you express how you're feeling, you speak up, it will help bring change. Okay, so I'm doing this rose icon oracle. So something your inner child wants you to look at and saying, hey, you need to look at this, you need to work on this, we need to talk about this is something that is going on. Let's see what your inner child is wanting to let you know. Okay, jealousy. All right, so the question is there jealousy in this situation? Is there jealousy? Are you jealous of something? And maybe that's what you need to express. I'm jealous because of this. And I'll use an example of my kids. My oldest daughter will say to me, and she's, because I have openly told, I want them to be open and talk to me and tell me what's going on, because if they don't talk to me and they don't communicate to me, I do not know what's going on, and I can't read their minds. So she will come to me and she'll say, I feel like I'm mad and I'm jealous because you are giving everything to the younger sister. And she'll just tell me, it could be anything. And she'll tell me, you got her this and this. Or every time we get into an argument, you always take her side. And because I'm the oldest, I have to deal with this. And she will tell, and that makes me upset. That makes me, I'm jealous that she doesn't have to take any responsibility. And my oldest has a point. Her point is very valid. I'm jealous that I have to do this, this, and this. And my younger one does not do any of those things. So jealousy, you're jealous of it. Your jealousy could be very valid because it's talking about fairness, about something being fair. And this is, to me, this is very much about fairness. It's not fair that this person does this, 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 and they can just get away with it. And that happens a lot in workplaces. A person can do this, this, and this, and they get away with it. And then it makes other people jealous of why would that make, and people do, and I would say is jealous because it is. It causes jealousy. It causes frustration. You let this person do this, this, and this. I'm jealous because I don't get to do that, that, and that. If I did that, that, and that, I would be in trouble. Or I would get fired, or I get written up if I did that, that, and that. But that person can do that, 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 and nothing happens. So it's very valid. Take off the mask and let this king of I want to say it is wands. This king of wands sticks know the truth. I'm jealous because I want a balance. I want fairness. And nothing is wrong with that. Asking for fairness and things to be balanced is not a bad thing. And instead of hiding behind this mask and just being frustrated about it all the time, and that anger is going to blow up in not a good way. You don't want your anger to blow up in not a good way. If you hold on to that anger too much, and I used to be one of those where I would just let my anger build and build and build, and then I would just explode. Now, I get angry. I get a little bit. I can take it. Okay, whatever. I get a little more. Oh, hell no, I'm done with this shit. And I have to go deal with it. And I have my ways to deal with my anger. and then so there you go. So, but this is asking you to bring fairness over this jealousy that you're feeling. Because this is this could be favoritism. This could be a whole bunch of different things that's showing up in the workplace, in the home, in your home, in school, any of those. They're showing up. And it needs to be addressed. Pretty much. Your inner child saying, we can't hold on to this anymore. Yeah, I can't stay in this. You cannot be this happy sun energy when this weighs on you. When this weighs on you, this jealousy weighs on you, it takes away from your sun energy. If you are a natural sun energy and you have it's as simple as this. The sun is out. If the sun is out, and think of the clouds as the jealousy and the envy and the not taking accountability and all of the delusions, all of those, if those are all out and you're the freaking sun and all of those clouds of all of those things come out, the sun is not going to shine. All of the clouds are going to be blocking it. That's the metaphor. The clouds are going to block it. This jealousy, this frustration is going to block the sun. And it needs to not be blocked anymore. You have to step into a balance. Two of stones is two of pentacles is that the scales need to be balanced. There has to be a balance. And if they can't be a balance, then maybe it's best for you to walk away. Okay? All right. That was my message for you. Oh my gosh. Feel your feelings, pile 3. Feel your feelings and express what is going on. Okay? And it might be, you know, this is you putting some things on in fire, and that might cause some fire, but oh well, so be it. Okay. All right, pile 3, that is your reading. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. You can like, share, subscribe, or comment. Bye.